Next question. Madeleine, the lovely Madeleine. Madeleine asked about challenges, and she said, is there anything else you can do apart from these? A 5-day challenge, join my live 5-day challenge, do my 4-day challenge, join me while either it's in an email or it's in a pop-up Facebook group or it's in an existing Facebook group. And Madeleine's a bit like, whoa, they're coming at her from, and she's like, there's challenges everywhere, and it's noisy and they're chaotic, and what else can you do? 2 ticks. I agree that these challenges are everywhere. And the idea with the challenge is that you will join the leader of the challenge. So me, Dr. Rebecca, for example, might be doing one, Madeleine could do one, and you would join me for the 5 days, and I would teach you something. And I would teach you just enough. It's like whetting the appetite, dropping the sweets to the witch's cottage. it's drawing you in, and then at the end you're going to say, well, I've taught you this and you've really enjoyed this, and I've taken you so far, but to take you to the next step, then comes the sales, then comes the call to action. Join my course, join my live program, buy my self-study course, be coached by me. And then there's usually an open cart, time sensitive offers, that sort of thing. So these challenges are hi Madeleine, yes, you did log in at exactly the right time. So these challenges are effectively just along they're marketing, but it gets really close to where marketing tips over into sales. And they can get quite icky and uncomfortable, and yet some are brilliant. I wonder, Madeleine, if we see them a lot because that's the level of groups and the types of groups that we're in, maybe, because the challenges calling us to learn more about being an expert, about being able to teach people. I don't know, I'm just putting that out there. So if you then look at our clients and where they hang out and the environments and communities they hang out in Facebook particular for the challenges, do they see less of them? Would they see you running a challenge and go, oh, that's really interesting, Madeleine's running a challenge, or oh, Michelle's running a challenge, oh, I'm definitely going to join that. So are there less challenges? Is there less noise being shoved at them than there is at us, just because of the different communities we hang out in? I don't know, I'm just asking that question. If the answer is you think yes, your audience are probably not being bombarded, then you could think about doing a challenge. They might be really interested, and you don't necessarily have something to sell. You can be very open and say, I don't actually have anything to sell, I just want to teach you something, and I want us to get working together, and I want you to enjoy working with me. You can decide what you want to do, and you can do the challenge your way and make it yours. Now, it's really interesting. I am selling at the minute the Love Your Marketing live 6-week program, and I have a challenge planned. It's a 4-5-day challenge with a masterclass webinar at the end, and then a sell into Love Your Marketing. And Love Your Marketing starts on the 19th of October, so I'd probably be running this like the middle of that first week of October. It's not that I'm not going to do it, but what I decided to do was launch Love Your Marketing last month and have a really long, slow selling process. Because doing the challenge didn't feel icky. It didn't. I was quite open. I'm doing this challenge, and it's because I'm launching my course, and I want to teach you this over the course of the 4 days, and then I'd love you to work with me. And I was really open about, I felt really fine about that. What worried me actually was the impact on my own mental health, is that it felt quite hectic. Even though it was planned, it felt like it would be quite chaotic. What if one of the kids needed to be off school? What if we go into lockdown? This was all going through my head at the end of summer when I was planning it. So I've got a group of accountability buddies, and I said, what if I just put it up for sale now at the end of August, even though it doesn't start till October, and just go for it? And they were like, do it. So I've done it, and I would love 20 people, and so far I've got 3. And I'm really pleased with that. But I've got I've got a month and 2 days. It's the 17th of September. It starts on the 19th of October. So you're 30 odd days to, to get however many more people are going to join me. And I feel much more chill with that. So again, doesn't it come to, there's no rules. You can't break them. You've got to find your own way. And I know when you listen to a lot of people who do tell you how to do launches, they will say, you need to do a challenge, you need to do it like this is the way it works, this is the way to drive the interest, to get the conversion. But sometimes it's also got to be what works in here. And you've got to have the right personality to match that challenge. And so I think there's all different ways where you can do a challenge to make it match your personality and just make it fit you. So I hope that works. Madeleine said it's a good point. Her potential clients probably aren't getting so many challenges. Yeah, you could even do a challenge, like I could do a challenge in here with you guys. You find a lot of challenges are to bring more people into a group as well, and then the group gets really busy and overloaded, or they take people out into a pop-up group, and then you struggle because then people have gone to the pop-up group and then they're not engaging in the main group, and so they're not seeing posts in the main group, but even though you're not posting in the pop-up group anymore because the challenge is finished. So I could just do something here and Love Your Marketing that's like a nurturing challenge, a nurture sequence, and that there's nothing at the end. Remember I talked about how to ditch your Facebook groups. You could have done a ditch your Facebook group challenge, and every day I came on and I was like, right, today I want you to ditch another 2 groups, or unlike another 2 pages, or mute or snooze another Facebook friend. I could have done a challenge like that. There would have been nothing to sell at the end of it, but it would have got you guys working with me, so I would have been in your mind. It's my one-to-many communication, which is one of my 4 pillars of marketing, that one-to-many element. It's also customer service, because I'm supporting you and I'm teaching you, but I'm not expecting anything back. I'm just looking after you. And as a group, it's getting you to engage and talk to each other more. Oh, and I've got a tingle. And I sometimes feel like tingles tell me that that's a good idea. So that would be a challenge per se, but it's not one of the ones with a sales call to action at the end. And I probably got that tingle because that fits me and it feels like it works. So think about your challenges, Madeleine. Think about what you might want to do. Let us know. Sound it out. We're here for it to be sounded out, and keep us posted. And if you do decide to do one, then let us know.